go. So welcome to the OCR show presented by Multisport Media. I'm Luke. This is Jack.
Oh.
So today on the show, we'll be talking about Vijay Jones does the double at Spartan Race.
Kempson becomes savage.
Spartan Race release prize money and Trifecta Awards.
Surprise, surprise, Russia's cancelled. And Deck if it goes live.
Spartan Race in the US was in Vegas this weekend. Vijay Jones took the double win on the Saturday and the Sunday, crushing the field, pretty much taking a full sweep in a few minutes at each race.
The guy is looking good for this year. Well, I mean, we always knew, Luke, that he was going to be like, you know, he's young and fit, but he looks like a bit of a weapon this year. Do you think anybody really, when it comes to it, is going to sort of push him to the wall, do you think? And Atkins, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. I think definitely some of the old guard, as per se, the normal faces will push him, especially when you go into the mountains, a little bit more elevation. He said before that when you get to the longer style races, he's a bit more of a level playing field. So we'll have to see when they start going to those bigger races and longer events if Vijay can keep this dominance going. Yeah,
definitely. I think the older he gets, the longer he gets, the better he's going to get. You know, world champions around the corner, Vijay. The world championship is around the corner. Obviously, our guest from last week, Luke, might just be able to push Vijay, and that was Kempson, because boy, he's looking strong on those Savage races. That is 2 wins now, 3 Savage wins he's had. 2 at Georgia, and then 2 in Florida, and then Georgia last weekend as well. So he's looking strong. I mean, to be fair, I think if he hadn't screwed up the tyre flip against Vijay in the first national series, I think he would have been up there with Vijay, to be fair. It was only because he screwed up the tyre. He unfortunately came a little bit further back than where he wanted to come. But Ryan Kempson is looking strong this year as well.
Definitely, and he gave us some great answers on the podcast when we were chatting to him about this subject as well. So hopefully we'll see him battling out for podium spots within the races to come.
Yeah, and what a race Savage looks, by the way. What a race. Personally, I've never really taken much notice of Sad, but this year with Matt Davis having the coverage, I've been watching it a little bit more. And actually, brilliant for OCR, like we said with Ryan on the thing. And if you haven't caught up with it, guys, must jump onto Savage on YouTube and just go and watching some of their obstacles. Are good fun. Really good fun.
It's amazing what coverage of a race can actually do for exposure of that kind of
the sport of OCR, which is, let's be fair, is what we need in OCR.
Of course. So prize money and awards next. First, we'll start with the regional prize fund, which has been announced here in the UK. Very similar to if you saw the 2020 prize fund announced before that ill-fated season didn't happen. First place at regional events is £500. Second place, £250. Third place is £125. Total pot available is £2,000 per event. Obviously, that's across male and female, and I believe they're going down to the top 10. So after 125, it's going to drop down and down and down until it reaches a total of 2,000 across the board. That's 4 different races. Yeah, good. Nice to see that they are doing that, extending it and having a few more places, because before it's only been top 3, especially in the UK, but it's good to see they're doing that. Previously 2020, they'd given a bit more information about the money and what the final standings were, because it does say in the information it's a whopping £20,000 across the whole thing. So that includes the end of ranking finishes. So it'd be interesting to see what that's priced at. Because it was,
and I haven't got a mathematic brain to try and work that out, so I'm not even going to try and bother trying. No,
well, that's £8,000 across the events.
Oh, he's trying.
Which is 2 per event, 2,000 each event, 4 events, £8,000. So that's 12,000 left over for the regional end of season prize things. So that's 6 for the men, 6 for the females. I believe last year it was around £2,000 or £3,000 for the winner, and then it kind of halved and halved again. They seem to like doing it in half and half, so we'll have to see. I'm sure they'll release more information very soon.
Hopefully that will pay for my coffee fund. And that's just for the trip to the Spartan race and back that I pay in coffee.
Yes, we need the caffeine.
I need to win first. I need to start training to win first.
But if you are making the trip to Greece this year, or you're thinking about doing a trifecta and interested in what those Trifecta Awards are, Greece have announced those yesterday. So if you have between 3 and 6 trifectas in a year, you can earn a coin, which are pretty nice, to be fair. They used to give them out for getting into the World Championship.
Still do.
Yeah, I'm sure they still do, but they're pretty cool kind of collectible item, something that you don't just get every day. If you get between 7 and 12 trifectas in a year, you'll get a patch. I'm sure they may do patch and a coin, but at the moment, these is what they've said. But if you get a whopping 13 trifectas, you will get a shield. So that is an outrageous, what's that, 39 races in a year to earn a shield.
Which
so
living in the UK seems ridiculous, but well, it is ridiculous. It's impossible. But living in the US, that is possible. And if you're in a good place in Europe, you can actually travel and do quite a lot of the races.
It's going to be hard. If you're listening, you don't know what a trifecta is. It is pretty much completing a sprint, a super, and a beast within that race year. So you have to do those. That is one trifecta. So
although, haven't they changed the rules this year that anyone that did a sprint or a super or a beast last year can add it to this year because of the COVID year? I think you're allowing to do it this year.
There is a lot more information over on the Spartan Race Europe Facebook page and also their webpage. They'll be able to find all the frequently asked questions on there, and they'll be able to sort that out. But they're the prizes that they'll be offering if you have completed said trifectas, which is pretty cool.
Because we've never done Spartans, we don't know what they're all about. Okay, so surprise, surprise, Luke, Russia is cancelled. Who didn't see that coming? So as per official announcement earlier in the week, which said...
the FISO OCR World Championships has been postponed to 2022 due to travel and health concerns related to COVID-19. Dates and location to be confirmed. And that was from the official office of the World Obstacle in Lausanne, Switzerland.
I feel really bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've done so well to get to this level, and then COVID hit, and now they're... Yeah. Will it happen ever? Who knows?
You'd hope so. They've been trying. Well, obviously, 2020 was supposed to be the first year that they had this specific championship. Obviously, that got moved due to COVID. 2021 is still, we're dealing with COVID. So both years they were hosting it in Russia. So we're seeing how that happens. Obviously, they've put dates and location to be announced. So it could be Russia, it could be somewhere else. We'll have to see. But if you do go to their website, worldobstacle.org, they have a 2021 OCR virtual edition of the World Championships. There's lots of info on there, how you can enter and what kind of obstacles and virtual race you'll be taking part in. So at least there's something, I guess.
Definitely. Virtual. Woohoo! And lastly, Luke, history was made last week with the first ever Decafit. And what a finish that was. Did you see it?
Yeah, I've seen some of the clips going around online. Literally the ram burpees to finish between all of the guys pretty much next to each other. Pretty crazy to see.
1 through to 5, I think it wasn't it. 1 through to 6, just all just there, like burping it out for the first ever gold medal of Decafit Evers. Yeah, it was good. Yancey obviously controlled Decafit, so let's hope for many more Decafit. That's for sure. Who were our winners and losers, Luke?
So on the men's side, first place was Derek York. Second place, Robert Killian. Third place, Forrest Bouge.
I tell you, Robert Killian gets himself about, doesn't he?
He does. Obviously, been at the US National Series race a couple of weeks ago, and then down at Decafit.
Pops up at Decafit, like you do.
That's it. And then over on the female side, it was Lauren Stroud, Renee Maltiver, and Samantha Wood to round out the podium.
Nice. Well, let's hope we get a Decafit in the UK sometime soon. It'd be quite cool for me and you to battle out a Decafit.
Fingers crossed. We'll have to see.
and get my hands on one of those golden rams. And that's a wrap of the very first ever multi-sport media, the OCR show. We're hoping to bring you these every Monday with a week of OCR news happening from all around the world. Any news you want us to report on, let us know. We'll report on it.
And as we're in 2021 now in the UK, it's just coming up to the start of the season. We want to know, what is your first race of the season? And if it's not your first race, what is your next race if you're in the US or somewhere else that's already had races? Let us know.
Luke, what's your first race?
Spartan Wales. Beast.
Spartan Wales for me as well. Beast. Straight in there. Strong.